He begged the lion for help. And what happened next is unbelievable. On a lonely dirt road in the dry hills, the ground cracked under the heat of a burning afternoon. A small gray kitten stood shaking, his paws raw from walking too far. He was no bigger than a man's shoe, his fur dusty, his tail thin like a twig. Behind him, under the shadow of a fallen pine tree, his father cat lay trapped. The heavy trunk had rolled during the morning storm, pinning him down. His chest rose weakly, each breath shallow, eyes glassy with pain. The kitten had cried for hours. He had pulled at the rough bark with tiny claws, meowed until his throat hurt, but nothing worked. Hunger gnawed at him, and the silence of the hills pressed hard. Then the air shifted. From the ridge above, a lion appeared, his golden body sliding down the slope like a shadow of power. The kitten froze. His heart thundered. Instinct screamed run, hide, vanish. But his paws did not move. Instead, he rose clumsily on his back legs, stretching his small front paws upward, not in fight, but in something close to begging. His green eyes locked on the lion's amber ones. The land fell silent. The lion stepped closer, his muscles rippling, tail flicking low. The kitten trembled, every whisker quivering. Behind him, his father gave a weak mew, a sound so thin it was almost a whisper of life. The kitten spun, darted 2 steps toward the pine trunk, then looked back. His message was clear: follow me. For one long moment, time held its breath. Then, to the kitten's shock, the lion moved. His massive paws pressed the dirt without sound. He reached the fallen tree, lowered his head, and sniffed. The smell of pain, milk, and fear hung heavy. With a powerful push, he shoved the trunk. Wood cracked, dust rose, and the weight shifted just enough. He struck again, and the trunk rolled aside. The father cat gasped, free at last. His legs shook as he crawled to his kitten. They touched noses, a tired purr rumbling from his throat. The kitten pressed against him, then turned back to the lion. He lifted his paws again, not begging this time, thanking. The lion's ears twitched. For a moment predator and prey shared something older than fear. But the story did not end there. A deep growl broke the stillness. From the far end of the road, a pack of coyotes appeared, lean and hungry. Their eyes locked on the cats. The kitten shrank against his father, terror flooding back. The lion's head snapped around, muscles coiled. He placed himself between the cats and the coyotes, tail lashing like fire. The coyotes hesitated. One snapped, another barked. The lion's roar split the air, shaking the hills. The coyotes scattered, yelping, tails tucked. Silence fell once more. The lion turned his head, eyes soft again. Then, without a sound, he melted back into the wild grass, leaving only paw prints in the dust. Hours later, a man came down the road. He was a ranger, his cap pulled low, boots worn from years on these trails. He found 2 cats huddled under the broken tree, trembling but alive. Nearby, the massive paw prints vanished into the brush. The man crouched, touching the kitten's fur gently. He looked at the trail and whispered, "You had a guardian today." Weeks passed. Outside the ranger's small cabin, the father cat rested on the porch, healed. The kitten tumbled in the grass, chasing butterflies. Sometimes, when the wind blew across the hills, the ranger swore he heard a roar far away. A reminder that mercy can rise from the wild when hope seems lost.